At this time, we're going to prepare for the Word of God. This person is a true woman of God. She loves God with her whole heart. She serves Him with her whole body, mind, and soul. She tells the truth, she lives the truth, and she speaks the truth. I want to introduce to some and present to others none other than Prophetess Bryant. Let's give her a hand as she comes.
One of the things I want to talk about is Abel's blood crying out from the earth, from the ground. And one of the things we have to learn and have an understanding of is that the blood that pumps within our body is a living thing. It is a living thing. Just as we see the blood of Christ being a living thing. It was powerful. It was so powerful that when He was crucified on the cross, that there did not need to be another sacrifice. There was no more. That did away with the killing of the goats, the killing of the, I was about to say pigs, but not the pigs, but the sheep, and also the cows. There was no more. He became the Holy One. He became the Holy of Holies. He became the last sprinkling of blood on the Ark of the Covenant. That's how powerful the blood is. And just the thing, Abel's blood crying from the ground, and only God hearing it. Cain ain't hearing it. Only God hearing it. And could you imagine what his blood is saying unto God? He's telling God what Cain did to him. His blood got a voice. It's crying out to God, saying what he has done because he's done it unjustly. So what does God do? He turns around and he curses Cain. He says, "Thou art cursed." He says, "From the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand." So now Cain has blood on his hand. He has Abel's innocent blood upon his hand. He says, "When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth." My God, the ground was already cursed. It was already cursed that they was going to have to till it. They ain't going to be able to go to a tree and pick whatever that they wanted to pick in the garden anymore. They was going to have to till it by the sweat of his brow.
Work.
Exactly. He was going to have to labor for his food. No more was it to be given. Now, on top of that, he turns around and he curses Cain, and he says that even when he go out there with all the skills that he has accumulated over the years of knowing how to till this ground, that the earth will not even have strength to bear anything unto him. Unto him whatsoever. And then being a fugitive. My God, a fugitive and a vagabond. Those are really both in the same. A fugitive and a vagabond. You know, when I looked up those two words, I said, Lord, I really want to know the deep meaning of what you're really saying to Cain, for Cain to react the way that he's reacting. Why would he react for being a fugitive? I know some of us would probably think of that as being free, but that ain't really being free. That's being a wanted person. You know what I'm saying? A wanted person. I don't think I want to be a wanted person. You know, and I looked at that and I said, a person that loses the right to appeal any conviction. That's a fugitive. That means that he cannot go back to God and say, could we please have another, hearing? You know, can I get this curse overturned? You know, can I hire a lawyer? Can I hire my father Adam to come and plead my case? You know what I'm saying? No. There's no appeals. He's been convicted. He's been convicted. Now, him being a vagabond, that's the sentence of the conviction. With a vagabond, it says that he becomes a drifter. He becomes a homeless person. You know, homeless, that means that he's a person that is not socially accepted. So now God has removed him from Adam and Eve. He has become homeless, no attachments whatsoever. And we have to realize and understand the fact of being homeless. That means that he's also detached from God. He's being separated. He's being separated from his mother. This is not no come out from amongst them and being separated. No, this is not what God is talking about. God is not talking about come out from under your mother and your father and cleave to your wife. This is not what God is talking about. Mm-hmm. God is talking about being permanently removed. Permanently removed. This is what God is permanently removed. That means not only physically, but spiritually. Spiritually. Removed. I mean, could you imagine? Oh my God, I just got convicted because of what I did. But because of what I didn't do, I took it out on my brother and I killed him because I got upset, I got angry. Because now I got all this sin in my heart. Now the evidence of that sin was committing murder. And on top of the murder now, God has found out because I'm hiding from God. I'm in the field, I'm over there working it just like ain't nothing ever happened. You know, God comes to me and he's asking me, where's my brother? I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? I'm over here tilling the ground. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what's going on. Then God says, well, why is his blood crying out to me from the ground? You see what I'm saying? God always asks a question with already knowing the answer. He just wants to see what your response is going to be. And Cain's response was constantly lying. When he told that first lie, he had to keep telling a lie to keep covering up the other lie. Like God didn't see anything. And being a vagabond, one of the things that he says later on in the verses, he says, you know, he's crying out to God and he's saying, that's too much. I can't bear that. I can't bear that. Why you can't bear it? Why you can't bear the conviction? You did the crime? Why can't you do the time?